one of my favorite places in the world right here. And look at this freaking a full block of mural. It looks awesome. Look at that. Look at those colors. This is so cool.
It's Cosmic Vinyl with Cosmic Brian. Better wear your mind shields 'cause you can see your soul.
What's up, Vinyl Community? What's up, YouTube? Yes, good to have you back, man. Yes. Oh, welcome aboard, cosmonauts. You have arrived at Cosmic Vinyl, and I am your enlightened one, your host, the Cosmic Brian. So happy to be back after taking last week off. Gotta tell you, some personal things I need to put my concentration on my family and some other things going on, health things. So yeah, man, I'm hoping to just keep this thing going, man, every week, but I needed some time off. So hope you guys are okay with that, man. I'm sure it's no biggie. I mean, this is just a YouTube video and it's just music, right? Jesus. Anyway, you guys are in for a great video, man. I haven't done a Far Out Finds video for a while, so that's what you're in for today. A Far Out Finds video. You guys know about the Far Out Finds, right? Well, for those of you not in the know, maybe some newbies that may have joined the Cosmic Vinyl train, Far Out Finds me just basically showing my most recent vinyl pickups. And I gotta tell you, I found some goodies here, man. We've got a little bit of like post-punk here, power pop, pop psych, some early 70s hard rock stuff. It's gonna be glorious. It should be fun, man. The secret is apparently to go. I was out looking for some 90s alt-rock reissues on vinyl, right? But then I found all these great Psych albums. Like, two of them are like grails to me. They're original copies. And I guess that's the secret, you know, go out not looking for what you're looking for. Does that make sense? And then all of a sudden it presented itself, man. I was in the right place at the right time, apparently. But yeah, I got some great albums to show, man. Hope you guys dig it. I'm so glad you're here. In fact, I want to give you guys a full-on Cosmic Vinyl Big Chug Toast with the caped Man of Steel here, the koozie. That's freaking awesome. Even the 6-pack right here. Here's where we're drinking a little Youngling Light. Me and the Perch love this stuff, man. We drink it all the time, man. We should get a sponsorship. We're going to get us a sponsorship here at Cosmic Vinyl. Jesus, it'd be great to have a beer sponsor. Holy. All right, so yeah, this one's for all you guys out there, my YouTube friends, my comic book friends, and most of all, my vinyl friends, man. Let's hoist it up, toss it back, and we'll get to the vinyl here. Here we go!
Oh, yes, my good friend, of course.
Tasty. Yeah, here's what we're listening to right now, man. That track we opened with is killer. That was John Doe and the Acetates version of Purple Haze. But this is great. It's a A garage Psych comp, Fistful of Fuzz. Look at that. That's such a great cover. I love it, man. Hey, get a load of the track list and bands there. Give you a close look. This is definitely worth picking up, man. So glad I got that one. So let's get these mind shields off. We'll get into the stack of vinyl. Here we go. Keep your mind shields on. You do not want to see inside my soul. Here we go. No. Boing. Jesus. Oh, I never get sick of doing that bit. All right, let's jump into the vinyl here. Album number 1. Found this actually online. This is Elton Motello. Pop art. This is released in 1980 on Passport Attic Records. I love that front cover, man. And look at that. That's kind of like the Presence, like on the Zeppelin album, because it's on the back too. I get a little Gary Newman vibes off that back cover. It's fucking awesome. Love this, man. But released in 1980. Elton Motello, aka Alan Ward, is the brains behind this operation here. He was actually in a glam punk band with the likes of the Damned's guitarist Brian James and future Raxola frontman Ives Kenjan. And I love both of those bands. I love that Raxola album. I also love the Damned. I mean, who doesn't like the Damned, man? One of the best Brit punk albums out there. But yeah, man, this is great, man. It's like pre-new wave. It's post-punk, I guess. I'll just throw all these like cliche genre names out there. But I hear a little bit of Devo in here. You've got that kind of vibe. You've also got a little bit of Gary Newman in here. I hear the Sparks. And there's a song on here called Night Sister that kind of reminds me of Roxy Music. So yeah, they borrow from a little bit of everybody, but yeah, kind of power pop in the vein of Donnie Iris on some songs. Love that. And yeah, the punkier stuff on here. Check out the tracks Panic in the Classroom and Pocket Calculator. Here, you guys want to take a look at the track list there? You guys get a load of that. Elton Motello, ladies and gentlemen. Elton Motello, let's give him a hand. You guys want to see the labial, don't you? All right. I'll show you the Attic label. It's kind of cool. Not your usual fodder there, but very cool. Like a nice, colorful label. Dig it! So, Ice is Broken with Elton Motello there. And next is a little pop psych action here. This was tucked into the plastic in front of it. As soon as I seen the year 1968, plus I knew by the cover, I'm no dummy, that this has some sort of psychedelic leanings. Plus I had the first Circus Maximus album, but this is their second album, Neverland Revisited. Look at that great cover, man. How colorful, and then you got the floating heads there. Look at the back, though. Like the infrared or negative kind of vibe there. Very cool. There's the liner notes and the song lists. This is, if you like their first album, you'll probably dig this. I think this is just a little bit more adventurous, maybe a little bit more experimental with their second outing here. But released in '67 on the Vanguard label, which I've got right here. Little Vanguardin'. Kind of cool. I like that inner sleeve too. It's pretty damn sweet. Oops. We don't want to block the artist there. Hell no. Damn it. Look at that. That price tag. I hate you. Squishing your head. Jesus. But yeah, man, it's psych rock, it's pop psych. Definitely has some of the same vibes as the other album. But like I said, there's some stuff on here that fleshes out some fuzzy guitar and some great organ flourishes. The psych effects on the album are kind of minimal, but they're there. And you know what? I don't need, as much as I like the trippy stuff, the psychedelic stuff, the stuff that blows my friggin' mind, I also do dig the, you know, a poppier sound. If they're well-written songs and they have that nice hooks and stuff, man, I can dig it, man. And I can dig this for sure. It's not just because it's not full-on heavy psychedelia, man, does not break the deal for me. So, but yeah, I dig the vocals on this. I get a little bit of the association with this album, a little American Breed maybe, the Mindbenders, those type of bands. But there are some darker songs on here too, man. Definitely worth checking out. And I think this can be had for cheap. I think I paid $14 for this. You can see by that goddamn price tag. Jesus. Anyway, let's move on. Now, this is one of the grails here, man. I could not believe I found this in the same shop as I found that album. Vintage vinyl down on Delmar Loop here. They got a hold of must have been a big Psych collection, and they had all these great ones, and also had this that got me. I mean, I knew this, but yeah, the cover, it says somewhere, the cover is a little bit sketchy, but you know what? You don't listen to the cover, so, but man, I love this. I never thought I'd own an original copy of this, man. But this is Road with their self-titled release here. Road is a power trio. There's the guys right there. Oh, of course, the front. You might recognize one of these guys. I think it's this fellow right here as Noel Redding, who was in the Jimi Hendrix Experience. He was also in Fat Mattress. This album is probably closer to the Jimmy stuff than the Fat Mattress stuff, but it was released in 1972 on Natural Resources label, which I will show. Yeah, I'm gonna show labels. I'm showing labels, baby. Look at that. Nothing. No great shakes, but you know, if it's different, I'll show it. But yeah, man, super cool, man. This is like lots of killer guitar on it, lots of effects, generous portions of wah wah. Wah, 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 oh, wah, 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 wah. Jeez, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. It's a unipack, which kind of sucks, and that's probably one of the reasons it's all worn, but there's a nice picture of the band there. Someplace out in the desert, probably out there in like Wyoming or someplace like that. Got your liner notes here. Back cover, the band. Track list. Super cool, man. Some heavy post-psych stuff on this album. Trippy production on it. Moody, hard psych vibes. Sounds amazing, man. You gotta crank it though, man. Crank it to the loud volume. It sounds awesome. or maybe get your little bit of buzz on and put the headphones on. I mean, I heard that would be cool to do. I wouldn't know from experience, Jesus. But yeah, Road, man. Noel Redding, Road. Never thought I'd own this album, man. I was so stoked to find it. I think I got it for like 20 bucks. I couldn't believe it. In that same bin was this album. And this is a reissue here, but nonetheless, a great album. Never thought I'd own this, even in a reissue. This is Blossom Toes. We are ever so clean. I used to stand out on the road and do this. Unclean, unclean, look away, I'm unclean. That's what the lepers used to do back in the day in the Bible. Anyway, Blossom Toes, released in 1967, originally on Marmalade Records. This is a Karma reissue. God, thank you, God, for a Karma. They put out such great Psych reissues. I love it. But what a killer record. Here's the back cover here. Get a close look at all the guys. But yeah, this is like psych rock, maybe a little pop psych, Baroque rock kind of stuff here. Some people have compared it to like Sgt. Pepper era Beatles. I think that comparison comes from the fact that they use a lot of orchestrations and a little orchestral maneuvers in the dark or the light, Jesus. But yeah, wonderful shimmering guitar on this. It's whimsical, it's quirky, it's tinkling harpsichord. Tinkling? Jesus. I gotta go tinkle, mommy. Whatever. But yeah, man, this is freaking awesome, man. Yeah, lots of effects on this. You've got backwards guitars. You've got the mellotron. You've got some sweet vocal harmonies here. But yeah, kind of reminds me of stuff like, I want to say like The Creation. And I have already mentioned the Beatles, but also The Move comes to mind, which are... Who wouldn't want something that sounds like them? They're awesome. Maybe even a little bit of Who stuff on here. But yeah, Blossom Toes. We are ever so clean. I'm clean. But yeah, great stuff, man. Check this out for sure. Look at that. I'm so stoked to have this. You wouldn't believe it, man. I wonder if there's any inserts. Nada. You guys probably don't need to see this, but there's a Karma label. I love their custom label, though. They always have that pyramid there. The all-seeing eye of the Illuminati. Jesus. Oh, my God. Love it! Now, the main grail here, man. The main grail. I could not believe this, man. I went into Planet Score, probably my favorite record shop here in St. Louis. I absolutely love it. So it's a little bit of a drive, like a 20-minute drive to Maplewood, but love that store. Love Joe and Tim and the gang over there. And I was going through their bargain bin, which is called the Secret Stash. I mean, that's awesome. These guys are great, man. And I could not believe my eyes when I seen this in the bargain bin. It's the Troll animated music.
Spirits from the deep, never sleep. Spirits from the deep, the kinds of these spirits from the grave, without a soul to save. The spirits from the grave, the kinds of these spirits up the trees.
plastic for you so you guys can get see it in full Technicolor. Jesus. But yeah, check that out, man. What a great cover. You've got like the band standing in front of some big grave there in some cemetery. But look at all the weird little animations on it. You got a little bit of damage right here. Probably a little water or something, maybe. I don't know. Oh, look at the little trolls right there. That's awesome. But yeah, man, I have seen this album at least a couple times. Whoa, what's going on there? Jesus. But I've seen this album at least a couple times. First time I seen it, I had to pass. It was $75. Second time I seen it, it was $80. I just wasn't willing to spend that this time around. But even though this was in the bargain bin, I still paid $40 for it. But $40 for an OG copy of The Troll? I freaking love this. I love this country. Speaking of loving your country, I don't want to get into politics. I don't get into politics on this channel for a reason, man. I don't want to offend anybody. And that's not what this is about. This is about music. But I will say, as lovers of music and lovers of life, I urge you to go out and vote in probably what's the most important election in our lifetime, people. Vote to save your democracy. I will say nothing more. But The Troll, animated music. Jesus, what a great record, man. Released in 1968 on Smash Records. Oh, you're getting the label, my friends. I'll leave it in the plastic, though. Nothing great, but some great bands on the Smash record label. I want to say that Arthur Brown maybe was on Smash. I can't be sure. But, yeah, man. The opening track on this had me from the get-go, man. It's called Satin City News, and it just opens with this fuzzy guitar, tick-tock percussion. It's a little bit of a politically driven song. There's a couple of politically driven songs. One, the song after that, Mr. Abernathy, is also, I think it's about political scandal. We've had our share of that, I'm sure, right? But it sounds very British, even though this is a Chicago band. This was released in 1968. I always thought this was going to be strictly a pop Psych album, and there is that, but man, there is like 2 or 3 bangers on here, man. Songs that I really love, man. You've got Morning of the Day, which has a great bit of harpsichord. Man, I love the harpsichord, man. It just adds such a cool song and textures to the song. And then there's a song called Werewolf and Witch Breath that just kind of this haunting, like a perfect for Halloween coming up here type song. And then you've got like a vaudevillian track that those 60s bands like to throw in. It's called Professor Potts' Pornographic Projector. Jesus. It's actually a pretty entertaining song, even though it's kind of cheesy. But man, what a killer record. It's some of it's Beatlesque. Again, referring back to Sgt. Pepper's, there's some tape looping on here. You've got tinges of early Pink Floyd on here, I hear. But yeah, great stuff. There's even a Moody Blues style track called A Winter Song that's really good. It's got some tasty keyboards on it. But yeah, man, this is killer. I'm so stoked to have this, man. The Troll! Animated music. But yeah, you've got an animated character right here. I wish I could turn myself into an animation. I think I could with some app, right? Jeez, why am I going on? Anyway, glad you guys tuned in, man. Thank you so much. We'll catch you next time, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this Far Out Finds. Hit the sub button. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the bell, that bell thing. You get a notification. Jesus. I love you guys, man. Have a great rest of your weekend. This is Cosmic Brian, out. Peace. Vote, y'all. Vote. Get out there and vote.